Hello and welcome to English with Parishma. Today, we have a very important topic to talk about. Something that every single person learning a new language needs to hear. We are going to talk about making mistakes. Yes, you heard that right. We are going to celebrate our mistakes today. So, find a comfortable spot, maybe grab a cup of tea, and let's begin this English listening practice together. Let me ask you a question. When you started learning English, were you afraid of speaking? Maybe you felt your heart beat faster when a teacher asked you a question. Or perhaps you stayed quiet in a group, even when you knew the answer. You were worried you might say the wrong word, use the wrong grammar, or pronounce something incorrectly. If this sounds like you, please know that you are not alone. This feeling is very, very common. It's called the fear of making mistakes, and it stops so many wonderful learners from reaching their full potential. But I want to share a secret with you today. Are you ready? Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your best friends. Think about it. When a baby learns to walk, does it just stand up and run a marathon? Of course not. It stumbles, it falls, it bumps its head, and it cries a little. But then, it gets up and tries again, and again, and again. Each fall teaches the baby something new about balance, about strength, about how to move its body. Learning a language is exactly the same. Each mistake you make is a lesson. It's a signpost showing you what you need to work on. Let's imagine you are trying to order coffee in English. You say, "I want 1 coffee, please." The barista understands you, and you get your coffee. Great. Now, let's imagine you say, "I am wanting 1 coffee, please." The barista will still understand you, and you will still get your coffee. Maybe a native speaker would say, "Can I get a coffee, please?" But your sentence was not a failure. It was a successful communication. You got what you wanted. The small grammar mistake of saying "I am wanting" instead of "I want" is not a disaster. It's an opportunity. When you realize your mistake later, you learn the correct way. You will remember it better because you made the mistake yourself. Many students believe they must speak perfect English from day one. They think they need to know all the grammar rules and have a huge vocabulary before they can say a single sentence. This is simply not true. This idea of perfection is like a heavy weight that you carry on your shoulders. It makes you slow and tired. It stops you from enjoying the journey of learning. I want you to drop that weight right now. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. Give yourself permission to be a beginner. Think of your brain as a garden. When you learn a new word, it's like planting a seed. When you use that word in a sentence, you are watering the seed. Sometimes you might put the seed in the wrong place or forget to water it. That's okay. That's part of gardening. The important thing is that you keep planting and keep watering. If you make a mistake, it's like a little weed growing next to your flower. You just gently pull the weed out and help the flower grow stronger. You don't get angry and destroy the whole garden because of one little weed. So, don't get angry at yourself for one little mistake. I once had a student named Maria. She was very shy. In class, she would write beautiful essays, but she would never speak. She told me, "Parishma, my pronunciation is terrible. People will laugh at me." I told her what I am telling you now. Your voice deserves to be heard, mistakes and all. So we made a deal. In every class, she had to say just 1 sentence. Just 1. Her first sentence was, "I like blue." It was quiet, but it was clear. The next class, she said, "My favorite food is pizza." Each time I smiled and nodded. Nobody laughed. Slowly, her confidence grew. She started asking questions. She started sharing her opinions. A year later, Maria was one of the most talkative students in the class. She still made mistakes sometimes, but she was not afraid. She was communicating. She was learning. She was growing. Your accent is another thing people worry about. Let me tell you, There is no single correct English accent. People in London, New York, Sydney, Mumbai, and Toronto all speak English differently. An accent is part of who you are. It tells a story about where you come from. As long as people can understand you, your accent is beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Focus on clear communication, not on sounding like someone else. Pronunciation is important, yes, but perfection is not. Focus on making the sounds correctly, so people understand your meaning. That's the real goal. So, how can we become more comfortable with making mistakes? Here are a few practical tips. First, find a safe space to practice. This could be with a friend who is also learning, a kind teacher, or even just talking to yourself. I know talking to yourself sounds funny, but it's a great way to practice without any pressure. You can describe your room, talk about your day, or read a book out loud. Second, change your mindset. When you make a mistake, don't say, "Oh no, I'm so bad at English." Instead say, "Oh, interesting. That's a new learning opportunity." Be curious about your mistakes. Why did you make that mistake? What is the correct way? When you look at mistakes with curiosity instead of fear, they lose their power over you. They become puzzles to solve, not monsters to run from. Third, focus on communication, not perfection. The main purpose of language is to connect with other people, to share ideas, and to express yourself. Did the other person understand you? If the answer is yes, then you have succeeded. The small details of grammar can be polished and improved over time. But the courage to speak, to connect, that is the most important first step. Remember that every expert was once a beginner. I am a native English speaker, but when I learn other languages, I make so many mistakes. I say funny things, I mix up words, my accent is strange, and I laugh about it, because I know that's how we learn. No one is born speaking a language perfectly. It is a skill that we build over time, with patience and a lot of practice, and a lot of mistakes. So, I want you to make a promise to yourself today. Promise yourself that you will be brave. Promise yourself that you will speak, even if you are scared. Promise yourself that you will be kind to yourself when you make a mistake. Your journey with English is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be good days and bad days. There will be moments of frustration and moments of pure joy. Embrace it all. Every step, every stumble, every small victory is part of your unique and beautiful story of learning. It is absolutely okay to make mistakes. In fact, it is necessary. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. They are stepping stones on your path to fluency. So go out there and make some glorious mistakes. Speak English, write English, listen to English, and live with English. You are doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope this has helped you feel more confident and less afraid. Learning should be a happy experience. Keep going and remember to be kind to yourself. You are on the right path. Repeat what you've learned. Practice every day, and you will improve. Follow for more easy English listening. See you in the next video. Bye for now.